So right here we have our old friend, the old compact power supply. It's hooked up to the 5-volt rail and it's reading about 5.33. I don't know how well you can see it on the thing there. I just got a couple old resistors laying around. I really didn't take much in the way of electrical theory in that. I just know that resistors will lower the voltage, kinda. So we'll just play around till we get some. 5.32, yeah, that ain't gonna help. And I know we need them in series. Here's 3 of them. We'll hook up one. I don't know if these resistors are even any good. It's like reading the same. Now it isn't under load right now. Now if I put 2 in parallel, or even all 3 in parallel, if I can squeeze that on there, I'm not reading much difference. I think series has to do something with it. So let me just pull these apart. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just guessing here. I don't know. I know there's a way you can read these, and I used to almost know how to do that, but that was a long time ago when I was younger and could remember shit, you know. I'm still not getting much. These might be like almost no resistance resistors. I may have some more. It's still reading the same. I think it really has to do with the load you put on it, and I don't have any load on these right now. I'll have to look around. I'll hook up this last one in series. And that came off. Just a quick twist together here. And just about the same. Alright, let me go look around, see what I got for a load. Okay, here's a 12-volt fan that's not supposed to run on 5 volts. Let's see what the voltage drop is directly with the fan. Fan doesn't spin, but it goes to 4.97. Okay, that's really weird. Now the fan spins. Which way do I have this hooked? Oh, right, through the... Okay, because it's providing too much resistance. Right, okay, so that makes sense. So, if I hook the fan there, we get down to 4.97. There it almost spins. There it almost spins. Here it should with the resistor, just barely. And before that, it'll run on 5 volts. Okay, so test was inconclusive, and I still kind of don't want to blow this shit up. So I'm going to keep looking around. Okay, I decided to jump ship here, and I'm just going to try it. I put the batteries back in it, and I'm going to actually juice it quick with the batteries in it, so they'll kind of act as a little bit of a load. I'm also going to be hooking it up in parallel with it, and I know that'll simply increase the current, but it will not increase the voltage by much. So I don't know which way this really goes, so we're just going to kind of hook it up and see what the fuck happens. It's really what it comes down to. Nothing. Unless I'm not on that contact. I don't know which way this goes. I don't see any difference. Of course, the only thing I can tell is in the camera screen. And this is great. Alright, the sign has 3 wires coming out of the fucking battery department. I don't know why. Let's bring these over here and hope that that doesn't short out in the meantime. We'll take the back off of this thing again. These things just bend up. I should have left it off, and I was gonna, but we'll leave it so that way when I go to put the back on again, it'll just, you know, these tabs will bend off because they're about as thin as a paper clip. There's a black, a white, and a red wire. I haven't the slightest fucking idea. There is, I think there's actually, I read on their website that I think it auto shuts after 4 hours or some crap like that. And it looks like there's something wrapped there that might potentially make sense. I guess I don't know what else to do at this point, so let's just blow it up. You could always bring it back for them selling me a piece of shit that I had to fix to begin with. It's on. Oh. Oh, hey. That don't look bad at all. Let's see. I have it on. I don't care if it's upside down for now. You know, that doesn't look too bad. That's lit up enough. You know, if I run them at lower voltage, they might, you know, last a little longer, maybe. That's kind of the idea. I'm see if I can set this down, and we will take one out of circuit, one resistor out, and see what the difference is. Oh, that's getting a bit bright now. That's a little, that's not bad right there. Let's see. Yeah, that's kind of about what the, so I think just to be safe with the three resistors, it'll be good, because the 4 is just not bright enough. Let me kill the light, give you a better idea. They light, but you know, they're not stark. That's definitely better, and that's getting a bit bright for my taste, for how I'd want to run them. So we'll do like 3 resistors. In a row. So I'll solder those up and get that rolling. The resistors are reading, I guess, about 36 ohms. Which then goes up, because the meter is a piece of crap, to 43, and sometimes it'll actually go all the way up to 50 and change and start dancing around. It's hanging at 46 now, so 40, no, now it's going down. So it's in that range right there. That's what the resistance is or something. I know that. I figured that kind of out. Okay. So here's this. We'll just tack that with a little solder. And I'm going to have to be nicey nice on this one, because like I said, I really don't give much of a fuck. That's about a nice shitty solder job right there. That's soldered right on. That'll be fine. I'll use the supply here as a heat sink for that. So that's soldered on, and there's our positive and negative, so we'll just kind of save a little room here. Bend that like that. Just touch these with some solder. somewhere on them. You know, I mean, we're going after Chinese soldering jobs and hot glue marks, so... Hot glue marks? Really? I should have gotten my helping hands. I'm going to end up burning the fucking towel here. Yeah, I don't think this is going to go well. There, it's soldered. I mean, you know, it's like, how much quality are we going after here? It's got this little pigtail thing here, my resistors and all that good shit. And for this, we're gonna let me get everything in position here and we'll come back. I want you to see the quality soldering job I've done here. Now, I'm not doing this to make fun of myself. Oh, it looks like it broke something. I gotta fix that, but I gotta solder that wire back on. But see how it's all just barely tacked in place here? Yeah, that's about as good as the rest of the soldering job on this thing. So that's gonna be more than perfectly fine. I just gotta touch that wire back on there. Okay, I got my supply live. Everything's hooked up. It works. You can see they turn on kind. Hooray! Now I have a power lead here. If you can see that kind, and I'll figure out a way to power it. Probably going to hook it up to a USB cable and just plug it into the nearby system here. I already have one thing that's actually powered off of that. I might tap into that cable. I don't know what kind of wire I have or how long it's going to... I don't know where I'm putting the fucking thing yet, but I think I'm going to try it on a USB port and see how that works. That might actually limit it because USB is only supposed to allow 500 milliamps of current, and that may be too much for the resistors, but I could jump it and test it out. Let me see if I can find the cable I was going to use for that. Okay, so here it is now with my netbook, USB cord. These cables are plugging that in and it works perfectly. That'll wrap this one up. So all I got to do is find some wire and a place to put this thing, and whenever I get around to that, it'll be up at the bar. Awesomeness. Fixed, and it's more awesome than frig. I love that kind. Thanks so much for watching. Welcome. We'll see you next time. Make sure you hit like. Make sure you hit subscribe. You know what to do. Awesomeness.